Call to order. Case number A237. I will now take roll.
Okay. Michael Josek,
Present.
Tracy McCoy,
Present.
and Marlene Duff.
Here.
Okay.
Okay. Presentation of the case is as follows. Case A237 is a request by Hampstead Development LLC for a conditional use of a restaurant in the local business district. The property is owned by Hampstead Development LLC, and their tenant, Little G's Diner, intends to operate a restaurant in that location. The property was previously used as a diner, the Hampstead Diner, but has been vacant for several years now. The property is served by public water and sewer. If the Board of Zoning Appeals grants this conditional use, then the installed signage will need to be reviewed and approved by the Hampstead Planning and Zoning Commission, as the property is in the Main Street Revitalization District. There's nothing in the town code to prohibit that this conditional use, and it is the recommendation of the zoning administrator and assistant zoning administrator to defer to the board's judgment for the case. Zoning administrator's statement.
So do you want the written statement or the written record? What you just read is actually the zoning administrator's statement.
Perfect.
So I guess the next step would be the written record of the hearing. So and Elizabeth has that.
Okay. Written record for case A237. The town of Hampstead was notified of a request for a Board of Zoning Appeals hearing on April 2nd, 2025. The request was for the approval of a conditional use of a restaurant in the local business district at 1356 North Main Street by property owner Hampstead Development LLC. A date of May 8th was set for the hearing. Notification letters to adjacent and adjoining neighbors were sent on April 15th. And public notice announcing the hearing was published in the Carroll County Times on April 16th and April 23rd. A sign publicizing the hearing was posted on the property on April 16th, 2025. No written comment was received by the town to be included in the written record for case A237.
At this time, may the applicant step forward and make a presentation if they have one?
Yep.
Yes, please.
I don't have any tangible documents to hand you, but this would be reciting our request.
Introduce yourself.
Yes. My name is Nicole Haynes. I represent Hampstead Developments LLC. We're the third party with Utz Property Management overseeing. Our request is the approval of a conditional use of the restaurant in the BL Local Business Zoning District, specifically 1365 North Main Street, Unit B in Hampstead, Maryland.
Okay.
Is it this one? What's in Unit A?
A is the soap opera
Okay.
laundromat. C is Goose Ridge Soaps.
Are we supposed to ask questions or? Where are we?
Yep, you can go
Yes,
ahead
go
and you
ahead.
can ask questions.
Okay. What is the capacity of the restaurant?
That is to be determined once we get to the restaurant phase.
Okay.
I've been in communication with Carroll County since last October, and because we did not need a permit for full restoration, they will come in as we more quickly approach and have the seating layout to identify that number.
Oh, okay. Do you have an estimate?
Based on the square footage, I'm assuming it's going to be less than 51.
Okay.
And that will be determined by the fire marshal.
Okay.
Do you recall how many occupancy for the Hampstead Diner?
Unfortunately, we took over in February of 2018 when the diner was phasing out. We did not have direct, communication with them,
Sure.
and I don't have any records of anything that was posted prior.
Okay.
And do you know yet what the hours will be? 7 days?
6 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Oh. 7 days? Six days? I'm just kind of going down through the list here, you know. I think if I recall, there's a lot of parking there. Parking
There's
places.
also shared agreement with the church for overflow parking,
Oh, wonderful.
except for on Sundays and Saturday evenings.
Sure.
Is it the day off Sunday?
No, it'd probably be Monday.
Okay.
How come they won't let you use it on Saturday? I'm just curious.
I think they have, I would say festivities or things. And I don't know if they have mass on
They
Saturday
have like
evenings,
events,
but
yeah, okay. I mean, I'm just curious, it doesn't make a difference to me, I just, kind of wanted to know. Okay. And I know that you weren't here when I asked, but this is the closest residential back here.
Mhm.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any other questions unless you guys do.
No, I don't have any questions. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You would be on step 10, which is public comment, so I don't think, you can ask.
Would anyone else like to come up and make a comment? No. Okay, at this time period, I'm going to end the public comment and move forward with deliberation.
Do you want to deliberate? Vicky and I really enjoy it, but I don't really have anything to argue about on this one.
No, it
It's
seems,
a slam dunk to me.
yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
If it weren't already serving as a restaurant, there might be some issues. But one of the things we need to consider is whether granting the appeal will be injurious to the neighborhood, and I don't think it will. So it would be beneficial. It would be nice to see something in that spot. So,
Yeah. For me, I mean, it doesn't, everything, it checks all the boxes for me under these items, so.
No, I concur with everyone's position that it was a previous diner. They're just merely taking it over. It's not posing any risk to the surrounding residents or the community at large. It seems that they've been taking measures to orchestrate and work with the local church regarding parking as well, so.
now, did you folks say that you had, or you're working with the county on some permitting or some renovation issues?
I had just generic questions. I typically just do residential, but seeing as this is commercial and then the nature of kitchen, I had reached out to Frank Bailey, and he has just guided me on things that protocol and what would be needed
Okay,
given the situation.
okay. Thank you.
That's the
Just for clarification, Frank Bailey is the Bureau of Permits and Inspections, correct? Yeah, so he would be the one to come out and do the inspections and things like that.
Okay.
Okay. So we've deliberated. Call to order.
But the next thing would be if someone would want to make a motion to approve, deny, or table.
All in favor for approval?
You need a motion first.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Third.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So the motion, or the application has been approved. So basically, the last thing is, basically, would be a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Second. Third.
Carried.
Elizabeth, whoever you decide. All right, we're adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. We'll all be there at some point or another, I'm sure.